With Hurricane Beryl in the rearview mirror, people across Southeast Texas are now trying to repair and rebuild from the storm. But some can't do it on their own, hoping that FEMA will be able to help with some financial expenses.
ABC 13's Rosie Wynn explains what that potential timeline looks like if you are wanting to apply.
For some neighbors, it feels like they have been taking hit after hit in the last several months. When you look at this damage at first glance, you may think that it was caused by Hurricane Beryl, but it has actually been here since the derecho in May, an indication that it may take months at the very least before anyone sees any sort of financial assistance from FEMA for property damage.
I'm very tired. I'm very tired.
Sandra Edwards feels like she just can't catch a break. Her house in Houston's 5th Ward sustained roof damage after the derecho in May, and she doesn't have the funds to fix it on her own. Now it's in even worse shape after Hurricane Beryl.
My living room had a swimming pool in it. The water came up through the bottom of my floors.
All that right there.
Ron Hale is in a similar situation. He doesn't have the means to repair this fence on the side of his house in northwest Houston since May's derecho knocked this tree over. Then Hurricane Beryl came through and caused additional damage on the front and back end.
I'm completely overwhelmed, trying just to keep my stress levels down because of my nerve damage and stuff. So, and being on disability, it's a nightmare.
Both Edwards and Hale applied for FEMA funding the first time to repair their property damage and say they were rejected. They're now in the appeals process for the derecho and say they will likely apply for Beryl.
We have not activated any programs to support the individuals yet.
Even though President Biden has approved Lieutenant Dan Patrick's request to declare Beryl as a federal emergency disaster for Texas, a spokesperson for FEMA tells me that's only for public assistance. That's for resources like debris cleanup for local governments. Patrick still needs to submit a request for FEMA's individual assistance. Once that's done, people can start applying for financial help immediately. But it will take at least 5 business days, and that's if you have all of your documentation ready and anything else that they request. They tell me it's dependent on whether you need an inspector to come out, which could further add weeks or months to the timeline. A timeline that feels incredibly disheartening for people like Hale.
I'm just kind of in a real tough spot, and it really sucks that the help that we need isn't coming as fast as it should.